Mr. English Talks. Listen, learn, and speak English with confidence. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Mr. English Talks, the place where you can improve your English through calm, natural conversations about life, mindset, and personal growth.
I'm Michael.
I'm Mary. Michael, can I ask you something honest?
Of course. What's on your mind?
Why do so many people study English for years but still feel they can't speak?
That's one of the most common questions I hear, and the answer is not what most people think.
Really?
Most people believe the problem is vocabulary or grammar, but the real problem is usually something deeper.
What is it then?
Fear. Fear of making mistakes, fear of sounding strange, fear of being judged.
That makes sense. I used to feel the same way.
Almost everyone does, and that's what today's conversation is all about.
Today's episode is called Why You Can't Speak English.
We'll talk about the real reasons people stay silent, how fear blocks progress, and what you can start doing today to finally open your mouth and speak.
If you're a B1 or B2 learner, this conversation is perfect for you.
And if you're a strong A2 learner, just relax, listen, and enjoy.
Let's begin. Michael, do you remember the first time you tried to speak English with a real person?
Yes, I still remember it clearly. My heart was beating so fast. I knew the words in my head, but when I tried to speak, everything disappeared.
That happens to so many learners.
Exactly. Inside your mind, the sentences feel clear, but the moment you open your mouth, the words get stuck.
Why does that happen?
Because speaking is not just a language skill, it's also an emotional skill. Your brain is trying to protect you from embarrassment.
So the mind treats speaking like a danger?
In a way, yes. It says if you make a mistake, people might laugh. Better to stay quiet.
And that's how silence becomes a habit.
Yes, the longer you stay silent, the harder it becomes to start.
Michael, what do you think is the biggest mistake English learners make?
Waiting until they feel ready.
Waiting for perfect English?
Exactly. They tell themselves, I'll start speaking when my grammar is better, when I know more words, when I feel more confident.
But that day never comes.
It rarely does. Confidence doesn't come before speaking. Confidence comes from speaking.
That's a powerful point.
You can watch 100 videos and understand everything, but if you never open your mouth, your speaking skill stays weak.
So input is important, but output is necessary too.
Yes, listening and reading build knowledge. Speaking builds the real ability.
Michael, can I ask you something personal?
Of course.
Did you also stay silent for a long time?
Yes, for almost 2 years, I studied English every day, but I almost never spoke. I was afraid of my accent. I was afraid of simple mistakes.
And what changed?
One day, I decided to speak for just 2 minutes every day. Alone in my room, no audience, no pressure. Just me and my voice.
Only 2 minutes?
Only 2 minutes. At first, it felt strange and uncomfortable, but after a few weeks, 2 minutes became 5, then 10. Slowly, the fear started to shrink.
So you trained your brain to feel safe while speaking.
Exactly. You can't remove the fear completely, but you can make it smaller by practicing in a safe way.
I like that idea. Start safe, then grow.
Yes, many people try to jump straight into difficult conversations. That's why they freeze. Start small and protect the habit.
Michael, what do you think is the biggest pressure English learners feel when speaking?
Because they believe every sentence must be perfect. They think native speakers never make mistakes.
But that's not true.
Not true at all. Native speakers make mistakes, forget words, and restart sentences all the time. Real conversation is not perfect, it's human.
So the goal is not perfect English, the goal is clear communication.
Yes, if people understand you, you are already successful.
That takes a lot of pressure away.
It does. When you stop chasing perfection, speaking becomes much easier.
Michael, what would you say to someone who feels stuck right now?
I would say your silence is not permanent. It's just a habit, and habits can change.
How?
Start speaking today, even if it's only for 1 or 2 minutes. Talk to yourself. Describe your day. Read a short paragraph out loud. Record your voice and listen back without judgment.
Without judgment. That's important.
Very important. Be kind to yourself. You are learning. Mistakes are part of the process, not proof of failure.
I think many learners need to hear that.
They do, because the biggest barrier is not grammar. It's the belief that you are not ready.
And the truth is, you become ready by speaking.
Exactly. Every time you speak, even a little, you are training both your language and your courage.
Michael, do you believe anyone can learn to speak English confidently?
Yes, not because everyone has the same talent, but because speaking is a skill and skills grow with practice.
Even if someone feels very shy?
Especially if someone feels shy. Shy people often become excellent speakers once they build the habit because they listen carefully and think before they speak.
That's encouraging.
The only people who stay stuck are the ones who never start.
So the first step is simply to open your mouth.
Yes, open your mouth today, not tomorrow, not next month, today.
I think that's a strong place to pause.
Me too, because the reason you can't speak English is often not lack of knowledge, it's lack of safe practice and too much fear.
And both of those can change.
They can, one small speaking action at a time.
Now it's time for today's word walk. Here are 5 useful words from today's conversation. Word 1, fear. Fear means a strong feeling of worry or being afraid. Example, fear of mistakes stops many learners from speaking.
Word 2, confidence. Confidence means the feeling that you can do something successfully. Example, confidence grows when you practice speaking every day.
Word 3, mistake. Mistake means something you do or say that is wrong. Example, making mistakes is a normal part of learning English.
Word 4, practice. Practice means doing something regularly to improve a skill. Example, daily speaking practice is more important than long study sessions.
Word 5, courage. Courage means the ability to do something even when you feel afraid. Example, it takes courage to speak English when you feel nervous. Thank you so much for joining us today on Mr. English Talks. We hope this conversation helps you understand the real reason you feel stuck and gives you the courage to start speaking.
Remember, you don't need perfect English to start. You need to start to improve your English.
This week, try speaking out loud for just 2 minutes every day. No pressure, just practice.
Your voice is waiting. Give it a chance.
If you enjoyed today's episode, please subscribe to Mr. English Talks, leave a review, and share this episode with someone who needs this message.
And we'd love to hear from you. What stops you from speaking English? Share your thoughts in the comments.
I'm Mary.
And I'm Michael. Stop waiting for the perfect moment. The perfect moment is the moment you decide to speak. Open your mouth today, even if your voice shakes. Every word you say is proof that you are growing. Your fluent future starts with one brave sentence. You've got this.